often do you have to climb up or down a ladder at the mining operation where you work? Any kind of ladder, whether you're accessing a particular area while underground or climbing into a haul truck at a surface mine, for example. Falling from a ladder is one of those things that usually happens fast. Your foot slips, or you lose your grip, or your mind just wanders to something else and suddenly you're flat on your back on the ground. The dangers are real. You've heard us talk about this a lot on CORESafety TV and in the CORESafety program itself. More than 120 miners are injured each year by falling from ladders. And if you look at the stats in general, beyond mining, more than 100 people using ladders die in everyday situations each year, and thousands more suffer injuries. This month is National Ladder Safety Month, sponsored by the American Ladder Institute in Chicago. For the last 5 years, every March, they've worked to raise ladder safety awareness and to decrease the number of ladder-related injuries and fatalities everywhere. Another goal has been to increase the number of ladder safety training certificates issued by ALI. My interview this month is with Mike Van Bree from Louisville Ladder Incorporated. He's their Director of Product Safety and Engineering, and will tell us more about ladder safety right now.
The National Ladder Safety Month began about 5 years ago. Well, exactly, this is the 5th anniversary. So there was an initiative of the American Ladder Institute to try to get a focused time of year where we worked to get the message out about ladder safety. And the month of March was chosen because it's the start of the construction season and gives everybody a good reminder of the important aspects of safe ladder use.
There are 6 main steps to overall ladder safety. First, always wear safe shoes or boots with heels and soles that are not excessively worn out. Be sure to remove any contaminants from them, like oil, grease, mud, or putty. Inspect the ladder carefully before climbing. Face the ladder, then climb and descend carefully. Always maintain 3 points of contact.
Well, one of the things that that we recognize is that ladders are viewed as a very common tool, and so there's a appreciation for that, but also sometimes a misconception that people understand or know all of the hazards associated with ladder use. It can become a little bit simplistic, and people don't really recognize the need to get that focus on safety and review the information that's available.
If you're looking for resources about ladder safety, there are plenty to be found online. You can start by looking at CORESafety.org. Then check out AmericanLadderInstitute.org and MSHA.gov, the Mine Safety and Health Administration. Also, NIOSH, the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, has a ladder safety app that is a mobile application designed to work on your phone. You can use this to improve extension and stepladder safety.
You want to be sure that you have the right ladder, set the ladder up properly so that you have a good platform to start your work. In a common sense sort of way, you want to make sure that you are keeping your body centered on the ladder, not overreaching, not standing too tall, too high on a ladder. And then by maintaining that good posture, working in a safe manner.
Once every 2 years, the American Ladder Institute conducts a survey of safety professionals from various organizations. They're asked about their experiences with ladder safety. Part of that has to do with the specific types of accidents that may have occurred. Not every accident takes place on a stepladder, for example, and there are more causes for accidents than you might imagine.
When we talk about number one causes of accidents that they report, 62% of the respondents said that carrying materials and not maintaining 3 points of contact was a source of accidents in their organization over the last 2 years. Similarly, 38% reported the use of the top cap and the top step, which are both not to be used as standing surfaces, as a source of accidents. 33% found that in their accident investigation that the ladder was previously damaged. So that inspection step that we talked about is so important to be able to make sure that you're using a suitable ladder for your job. One of the good positive notes, I guess, that we can report is we asked them what was their experience in the frequency of ladder accidents. And the good news on that is they are showing that they had decreased accidents over that 5-year period. So as you might imagine, 92% of the respondents found that ladder safety training was extremely important or important to their efforts at accident reduction within their organization.
For more information about National Ladder Safety Month, you can go to laddersafetymonth.com. Their website is on the screen right now. This month, they'll focus on 5 key themes. In week 1, it's choosing your ladder. Week 2, safety before the first step, inspection and setup. Week 3, safety while climbing. Week 4, safety at the top. And in week 5, ladder safety misconceptions. You can also go to our CORESafety website and find a great infographic called How to Be Safe on Ladders. And finally, I'd like for you to check out CORESafety's module number 5, Training and Competence, and module number 12, Work Procedures and Permits. These are both related to ladder safety. Now, up next, it's time for a new video nugget, CORESafety's module number 11, Change Management. Check this out.
Changes that occur in the operation or related facilities should not introduce new hazards, negatively change the risk rating of existing hazards, or degrade controls. This is accomplished through a process called change management. Once hazards are identified, risks assessed and prioritized, and controls implemented, management systematically looks for and controls change that can increase unacceptable risk. You should do this in coordination with your workforce. Change that results in unacceptable risk should be managed in the same manner as any other unacceptable hazard or risk, through appropriate and effective controls. There is one thing in particular that is fundamental to effective change management. That is training, to ensure all affected personnel have a clear understanding of what change requires inclusion in the management process. The change management process should apply to every functional area and every level of the organization. It should include changes that are planned or unplanned, temporary, incremental, or permanent. Those changes should also be anything that will affect the operations plan and/or the facilities and its processes, systems, procedures, equipment, products, material, organization, or personnel. The change management procedure should include a provision to address emergencies where the full management of change is likely to be unrealistic. As such, management of change and emergency management should be closely coordinated, with the goal of ensuring emergency procedures exercised in response to a crisis or emergency do not introduce additional and unacceptable risk. Finally, management should communicate any changes to all affected employees, contractors, and other stakeholders.
You can learn more about module number 11 by going to our website at coresafety.org. And in April, we'll continue with Core Safety Module number 12, Work Procedures and Permits. Until then, please be sure to follow our updates on Facebook and Twitter. For Core Safety and the National Mining Association, I'm Nelson Duffel. I'll see you here again next month. In the meantime, please be safe out there, and thanks for watching. Special thanks to the American Ladder Institute and to Louisville Ladder for this month's interview on ladder safety.
To share one of your safety stories, videos, or photos, email us at info@CORESafetyTV.org.